fans, it's Dallas Cowboys Legend for Life here, coming back at you again with another video. If I've seemed a little drawn out, a little tired, it's because I stayed up real late last night and drunk. I was pretty drunk, so I was pretty sauced, and now I slept it off and everything. It's a little late in the day, and it's a good thing I didn't go nowhere today. But I just wanted to tell you guys, last night's game was well played. There were some positives, of course. This is my synopsis of the game. So there were some positives, of course. There's some negatives about the win, okay? But the most important thing is we won. Bottom line, we won. But I will say this, is that, for instance, our quarterback, start with him, Dak Prescott, played pretty well. He played pretty smart ball last night. He played pretty smart. And if it wasn't for the frickin' refs in that last quarter, in the fourth quarter, where he threw the ball to Noah Brown. Noah Brown was mugged in the end zone. And that guy flipped up over. He had a horse collar, basically, around his neck. Okay? With an arm around his neck, because he was throwing him down before the ball got there. I don't know how the hell the refs don't call that. So the ball got tipped up by hitting the guy's arm and knowing him trying to fight for it, and tipped into his hands in the end zone. So I can't blame that for Dak Prescott's fault. People say he threw it short. He didn't throw it bad. All you have to do is you can't touch the guy, okay? You can't touch the receiver until the ball's there. So that's the rule. So the guy broke the rule, and the rest didn't say anything. They were looking at the damn play. They just said, we're going to just let them play. Fuck that. If this was Brady, that shit would have been called 10 times before he threw the damn flag and got picked up off the ground. In fact, all the referees would have threw their flags down. Brady did that. This is Brady rule. Anyway, I'm just joking. But that was Dak Prescott. Like I said, played a very smart game. He made some plays, man. That especially with his feet as well. Okay, because he played play action again last night, as he did with the Giants game. All right, he had to do a little bit with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game because the defense let the game get away from them a little bit. That's also when you saw with the Eagles game. All right. And so he's gonna find a way to win. This guy's gonna find a way to win. He's a smart man, and so people gotta get up off of him, man. I don't care if you go ahead and talk about him, call him trash Prescott and all that shit. Go right ahead. Why he keeps winning? Why, especially in the postseason? I'm just gonna laugh and laugh and laugh and look at you and just laugh some more. Especially you Eagles fans, okay? And I want to say this is that with that said. Amari Cooper, because of the way Dak Prescott played, Amari Cooper had a good game, man. A good, solid, strong game. The Seahawks are known to play man-to-man, and so they did. And because of that, it cost them. It actually cost them playing man-to-man because they didn't double up on Amari, except for a couple of times they did. And they're going into the over the 50-yard line. I forgot what it's called, but anyway, midfield. They started doubling up a little bit, but they still couldn't stop him. He still finally opened himself open like a slot receiver, man. And Dak was hitting him almost every time. So Amari's just a damn number one. He's just one of the best. Period. I'm not going to go rehashing it. That was a great trade for a pick. And when the time Cowboys finish this season, the Raiders will have the number one pick for the Cowboys. It will probably be number 32. Who knows? It just might be. And that's all right with me. Yeah, you go ahead and take that pick, buddy. So anyway, that was a good thing. Mari Cooper was just phenomenal. Okay. Now my concern right now is Hearn. Hearn got his ankle broken. It was just ugly, and I'll pray for him, and I hope that his family's okay and that he'll be okay. So they said this morning that he may be back next August to play. So I hope so. I don't want him to rush like they did Carson Wentz. Don't be rushing him back, okay? But the other shit about Carson Wentz is, man, goddamn, he got broke back 4 games. He ain't broke shit. His mind was broke. That's what the fucker broke. His fucking mind was broke. All right? Couldn't handle it no fucking more. All right? So you're gonna sit there and tell me Carson Wentz, if he hadn't beaten the Cowboys, you think that he would have came back the next week and played? he would have came back the next week and played if he fucking beat the Cowboys. But since he realized and they felt the season was lost after they got the ass kicked by the Cowboys twice and it was a foregone conclusion the Cowboys were going to win the East, he wanted out. See, I'm back, man. I got this pain. Oh, man, I got to sit out for a couple of games. Is that right, coach? Hey, all right, bitch, go sit on the bench. Where's Foles at? Where's St. Nick at? Where am I saying at? Boy, anyway. But that was good. That was good. And now you talk about Zeke. Now, one and only. The number one weapon we got is Zeke. He's the number one weapon. And our style of play is always going to be run first. So all this mockery crap talking about, they can't get to a team. You can't carry nobody. I don't listen to that. Okay? We've been a run first team since the days of Staubach. Even before then. Okay? With Craig. Okay? Craig Morton, rather. So I don't want to hear that shit. Even with Danny Don Meredith. They were a run first team, period. So they never lost their identity. It's crap about their identity. They got their identity as running. They got the best back in rushing. They got the best running back in the NFL. Okay, all right. So how did your identity not be running? All right. So Zeke had a solid game, man. He was just. I mean, even when they tried to caught him in the backfield a couple of times, he was going to bust open. He was going to find him a seam. He was going to bounce out right on the right or left hash, and he was going to go. And Zeke, you see how strong he is. It's just another solid game for Zeke. That's twice that he ran over there in Seattle Seahawks. Ran him over. And for the fact last season, if Ezekiel Elliott had played, I guarantee that would have been a different game. All right, period. Don't want to hear it. Anyway, so with that, the defense played. I mean, the defense actually kicked Russell Wilson's ass. They hurried him, knocked him down. I sacked them a couple times. They fucked them up. They kept them at bay in the running game. Their running game is the number one running game in the NFL, and they got cold stopped by that off the front line. Cold stop, bro, by the secondary, the linebackers. Cold stop. They had nothing. They had nothing for the Cowboys defense. But during the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, they started to lax a little bit. And I don't know what the hell's going on with Byron Jones, but he better get his head out of his fucking ass. Right? Because he played like shit down the stretch in the fourth quarter and letting that guy, I forgot his name right now, the receiver for the, he was a good catch. Those catches. But they were eating up Awuzie for a little while. And Awuzie started fighting back. He started stopping him. Then they started picking on Byron Jones a little bit. The guy probably said, listen, I can get past him. And he did. So Byron Jones got to get his act together, man. I know he's been picked for the Pro Bowl. Maybe that got to his head a little bit. He needs to refocus his efforts in his position. Okay, he needs to refocus on cornerback. All right, because he looked ugly, and that made the game a little closer than it should have been. You understand? And that's not right because they shut down one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. They shut him down just like they did Drew Brees. They shut Russell Wilson's ass down too. Okay. That was a good effort. And Dak, man, I love the fact the way he decided he ran the ball. He ran him over, bro. I don't know how many yards he got rushing. I forgot that. I forgot to look that up. But he got another rushing TD and all that. So forgive me if I sound tired. I'm sorry. I just haven't really gotten enough sleep. And coffee helped a little bit, not that much. Anyway, but I'm not gonna. I drink a little bit. I drank a little bit too much. I don't usually do that. I just have a nice little sip here and there. But the game, I wasn't even worried about. When the Cowboys got behind, when they went up 14-10, I wasn't even worried. It wasn't even no panic or nothing. I knew they were going to march down the field because they were moving the ball pretty damn good. So I have faith in Dak in our front line. They did that pretty good last night. Even Connor Williams played pretty well. He played pretty damn well. You understand? And I'm going to tell you something. I think Looney is the most underrated offensive lineman in football. And I think that he should get an award from the team at least for what he did this year in the service for his nation. So I think that man should get an award for the way he played, man. Now, I'm a bit disappointed with Khalil, the other Collins, but Collins did play still a solid game, but he allowed close to 10 sacks this season. That's not good, man. He's a better offensive lineman than that. He's got to do a better effort. I don't know if he's playing out of position. I really don't care. If they got him out of position, maybe he should argue to get himself into position. But But you got the solid three right there. You got Smith, you got Frederick, and you got Zach. You're not moving them. And then you got Looney now. Looney's going to be a starter possibly. You got Xavier. He came back. He's pretty good. He's not great with the run because he's not that fast, but he's pretty good. So you got a nice solid replacements and stuff. And I'll tell you, Colombo deserves a lot of credit getting this front line together. He deserves a lot of credit because even though Dak got sacked over 50, almost 60 times this year. All right? When you think about this, that's what I'm giving you my synopsis. 60 times, almost 60 times is a lot. There's a number of times, like Aaron Rodgers. Like I get arguing with my cousin. He's telling me that Dak Prescott got sacked over 50 times, man. That's all his fault. He's a sorry quarterback. I said, wait a minute. Well, Aaron Rodgers got sacked twice. During his, got sacked over 50 plus twice in his career, and like also 40 plus 3 times or more. Okay, so is he sorry? What is it? If it's not Aaron Rodgers, he's one of the quickest releases in football. Well, what happened? So you just can't sit there and say that Aaron Rodgers was basically on the bench for 4 years before he got a chance to start and develop himself because he was behind one of the best quarterbacks in football. That was with what's his name from Green Bay. I'm sorry about that. You know what I'm talking about. Brett Favre. And so Dak, they had that. He had one Romo for 1 year. Just it. And he had nobody else. He had to be learn and fight and struggle. And then you had one of the worst fucking coordinators in football. Nobody to throw to. They had released an idiot named Dez Bryant. So the man was bombarded with bullshit, including the damn making a speech about, but look, let's not protest and all this other stuff. That's another situation. So he took a lot on himself covering Jerry Jones' ass. Okay, and but he held up. Dak is a mentally strong man. He is determined. And that's what you see every time he gets out on that fucking field. I mean, you see a man get knocked down, sacked 9 times, and he continues to get up and try to fight. He don't give up. Even had his hair hurt in that game where he couldn't even, I think it was another game, but he couldn't really move his hand real well. Matter of fact, it was swollen. And remember that last year, he still played. He did not come out, man. I'm starting to realize a lot of you guys out there who are Dak haters starting to realize some of you starting to realize what you got. I've been telling you for years now what you got. Okay? Maybe some of you are starting to see in the light. Okay? He's a solid quarterback. I didn't say he was the greatest quarterback. I didn't say he was the most talented quarterback. He has intangibles that Carson Wentz, Aaron Rodgers, and the rest of them do not have. Do not have. And he has the it factor. That's it. And y'all know that too. That's why a lot of you don't like him, because he has the it factor. You know what I'm saying? He just keeps winning and winning and winning. But that's neither here nor there right now. That's a different situation, different time. But my Cowboys, they beat the Seattle Seahawks. They beat one of the best quarterbacks in the league. They beat a solid defense. They beat a solid defense to me pretty soundly. You understand? Without some hiccups here and there, man, they could have easily put the game away. Easily. And then in fact, you got Maher once again missed the field goal. I'm just tired of this shit. Look, I like the kid. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I like him. If you could hit the guy, see the guy kick a 67. He could kick a 63. Instead, it broke the Cowboys record. He could kick a 63, 60 plus. Keep him, but you're gonna have to work his ass. I don't know what it is, who's holding it. Maybe it's a holder, what it is, man. But he needs to practice. We need this guy. He's got legs. So I'm with it. Let's keep him. Let's work with him. I don't want to leave. I don't want to lose him. I don't want him losing no one else. Because he definitely had a much stronger leg than my man. I forgot his name already. He's gone. I forgot his name. I'm sorry about that. he served the Cowboys. Well, I forgot his damn name right now. But I'm glad Maher's there. But Maher got to come off that shit, missing field goals. We can't have that. That's just bad, bro. And the Cowboys gonna put that away. So what with that? That's my little small synopsis of the game. Matter of fact, the coaching choices were pretty good when they got to the green zone and red zone. It was pretty damn good. All right. So I don't know if it was Linehan who finally rised up about how to run the ball in instead of being in the shotgun formation with the fucking one back set. Are you fucking kidding me? You know what I'm saying? You got to be half-assed to even do that on a first and goal or second and goal. You're an asshole. Period. So I think it maybe was Jason Garrett who started calling some of the plays like they did. They said last game of the season, and you see how open all those receivers were and how Dak Prescott kept getting getting the ball to them. So I can believe it maybe been Garrett or whoever else who did help him call him, because I know fucking Linehan just sucks ass. He has to go. Bye. He has to go. Anyway, with that, guys, next time I'm gonna make a video. I guess it'll be tomorrow or in a couple of days from now. I'm gonna be pretty busy. I'm gonna visit my brother. I'm gonna get I got a lot of things to do. I got an appointments myself. I just gotta go back. I have an eye disease. You know what I'm saying? So I had to keep up with that. So I have to keep making appointments to it's offline. I don't want to explain it to you what it's called and everything, but it's offline. I had cataracts. I had to do laser surgery. Had to put new lenses in. I had also what it's called. I have macular degeneration. So that's not good news, but it's a dry Mac, so that's a good news thing part of it. If it was a wet Mac, I'd be in a lot of trouble right now. But it's dry. So anyway, but I still have some other things that I have to deal with. I have to go to MRI and all this stuff about my eyes. And so the doctor thinks he can set my line right, because I can't tell you how it's focusing. It's just giving me headaches and stuff. So with that, I'll let you guys. I'll keep maybe update on that. But I'll see you guys. Like I said, maybe Tuesday I'll make a video. Maybe Wednesday or Tuesday. All right. Peace.